All right, and welcome back to another episode of Frozen Mopar Restoration. Um, I'm just gonna get cut to the chase here. Kind of a bit of a sad video. Um, I'm not able to resurrect this car, um, and I'm being honest. Got to be honest with myself, and just truly how much this car needs. After looking over it the past months, Um, every single piece of this car is rusty. Every single piece of this car needs work. And due to some life circumstances, you know, uh, this one just needs to move on. I'm not selling to anyone. Uh, I'm doing what's right here. Uh, Letting this car go. Should have let this car go a long time ago. And it was damaged pretty bad. Back in the 90s, it was wrecked, it was rolled. It's got the roof damage, but that's caused damage up on the right frame rail. Caused damage. It does have a pretty good tweak. As you look through the main window opening out to the back of the car, the passenger side of the car is completely tweaked to one side. So I knew that when I bought the car after looking it over. I've seen it ever since I've owned it, and just realistically, the level of need, I'm just not able to do. A couple other things that kind of prompted this, life things. I'm moving. I've got some good reasons for that, and I just won't have the time, and I just don't have the space at the new home. So trying to turn a new page to a new chapter, and it doesn't quite involve this car. So I will guarantee no one will be able to, this thing's going straight into a crusher. All the parts have been taken off of it. Everything's usable that could be used on a new car to make another big block car is there. Not switching the numbers, nothing like that. And all of those numbers on this car that someone could use to resurrect something are not going to be with the car. I'm gonna grind them off so that way this car won't exist anymore. I'm gonna report it to the GTS registry. We're gonna mark this car as dead. It will live on in its parts. But sadly, this car is just too far gone. So just a bit of a recap. I picked this car up down in Kenai, Alaska, completely rusted, completely rust bucket, needs everything. Did not have the original engine, did not have the original trans. Questionable if it had the original rear end. No interior. It did have a good dash. The VIN, present. Numbers on the trunk lid area, or lip. Numbers on the core support are there, and a fender tag. So everything was there to resurrect this thing, but honestly, when it needs every panel, when it needs a floor, when it needs inner structure for the passenger side area, when it needs a trunk pan, when it needs inner fenders, when it needs frame rails, when it needs a roof, it's not the car anymore. Realistically, the only thing that you could use on this car is probably part of the wheel tub, trunk transition area, and the firewall, and maybe the cowl. The cowl's got a bunch of rust. So I know I'm doing the right thing here. Many other cars before it have gone to the wayside and gone to the car gods to go, do a burnout up there. But yeah, this car, that's it. So I'm gonna switch it around here. So yeah, I did get the quarters cut off. Trunk pan is needed to be replaced, and it's got rust up in here. Everything's rusty. Could someone have pulled this off. Maybe Graveyard Cars. Maybe some big restoration shop would take it on, but I'll tell you what, they would absolutely order the entire AMD catalog. And then what? You have a frame rail, one frame rail that's good, the firewall. I'd say the firewall is pretty usable. You're gonna take the cowling off to get the roof off of the factory welds and put a new roof on. But yeah, the roof is completely tweaked. Back side of the car, it's all tweaked up. And it was like that before I cut the outer rockers off. That's not because the rocker's been cut off. This area is actually tweaked. It doesn't look like it, but it is. This frame rail is actually bent down. And what else? I did talk to the original owner, original, who bought it back in the 70s or late 70s or early 80s, and he's the one who actually crashed it in the 90s before it sat for 30 years. And he said the car always had a bit of a pull one way, or it always drove crooked. So I'd imagine it was already twisted by the time he got it. And he got it without the original engine, had a 400 in it. So the car is, is what it is. And that is the closing chapter to this 69 Dart GTS 383 big block car. Automatic. B5 blue interior. What else? It was a stripe delete export, and a couple other things to it. So pretty small number were made, but this one gone just makes the rest a little bit more valuable. But I've got someone coming. There's a crusher guy coming. I'm not handing anything over besides just the shell of the car. And so to preserve that ability to someone not resurrecting this car in some other form. Like I said, I'll post that on the GTS Facebook and the GTS registry. So without a doubt, this car will be dead. It'll be marked gone, and I will be the keeper of that. But as you can see, I've picked it over. I will cut out this trans hump here. I've got someone local that wants that for his restoration that he's doing on a different car. As you can see, I just scale everywhere. And I wouldn't be surprised if this frame rail was bent too. Just after taking a look at the passenger one. So that's it. That's kind of closure of this chapter. Not the closure of the Facebook page. So I've got the bastard over there. I will be finishing this guy up. And maybe I start posting about that. Or I do have a tremendous amount of parts all saved up for this GTS. There's a couple other A-bodies local that maybe I pop on. We'll see. I need to go take a look at one or two and find a car that's not in this state of condition. But undoubtedly I could probably whip one together with the amount of parts that I've got. So that's it. A bit of a sad moment. Right decision. And time to move on. Thanks for watching.